Last time we began to settle in at Thorns and we met all the Thorns students. Considering how much time we're going to be spending with these folks, that's pretty important.
And this is a Trails game, so it's very important.
This time we're actually going to meet the people that we...
Already know?
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. Speaking of already knowing us, we're the Bittersweet gamers.
I like that one. I'm We Squared.
And I'm the Opinionator! Alright, let's go! Yeah, I get this is going really slow. You may have noticed that this is a Trails game.
And we're us.
Not trying to be defensive about it, I'm just saying. It's gonna take the amount of time that it takes. It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today.
Oh, are you a poet and didn't know it?
I refuse to engage with that. Looks like you have a good grasp on this old teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Oh, so humble. Yeah, I don't know how to take that either. You look like you want to say something, though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it, honestly. The Golden Rakshasa herself, here. Do you find it funny, too? Seriously, you know who I am, and now I'm a high school principal? Seeing me in such a mundane place as this after everything I've done?
Well, kind of that's what happens when you're on the losing side.
To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Though I was still somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn. The Northern War, huh? Yeah, that's right. Bardius Wallace, the guy with the spear in the back, he was there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen very much of him, but he got introduced. So...
At the same time she was.
Right. It's interesting. You know, normally I'm very much anti-acquire territory via military expansion.
Uh-huh.
But Northumbria is in such a horrible state that it might actually bring stability to them.
They really need it. Not that I'm pro-annexing and conquering, but...
This place, maybe. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, Northumbria. It was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall.
Is that Sarah? In the bottom right?
You're right, that is, because I recognized her because of the box.
I know why you recognized her, yes.
And you know, she'd be at Northumbria, right?
That makes sense. She was a member of the Northern Jaegers at one point.
Right. I mean, on which side, though, I don't know. Well, Osborne can cook up whatever reason he wants. Though Northern did heavily interfere in the Civil War.
That's true.
On the side of the losing side, the Noble Alliance. I wonder what happened to Northern. On the one hand, they've done some pretty awful things. Like, I respect them, but I respect them enough to kick their ass.
I can't think of a single Jaeger team who hasn't done stuff like that. That's their job.
Not everyone did it. I know that Vulcan's Armgarn never did, for instance.
Okay, that's fair.
But having said that, I guess I would actually maybe feel kind of bad if Northern was pretty much wiped out.
Yeah.
I doubt they were. They probably got away.
I imagine so. Jaegers are tough, man. Jaegers are tough. Unless you're Bugbear.
Well,
joke.
Bugbear was a joke. Yeah, I was there, though Valimar and I weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. You and Brigadier General Wallace commanding the Provincial Army, equipped with the most advanced Panzer Soldats available.
Jaegers may be really tough, but they're not that tough.
The assault in conjunction with the tank unit was relentless. This also served another purpose, reunifying the country, not Northumbria. The situation in Crossbell and the earnest desire of Erebonia to take control of it was something of an automatically unifying position. I mean, look, you know, my own position, like I've said, I'm a Crossbell partisan, but the standard man on the street Erebonian position is that Crossbell is part of Erebonia. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, it's still their widespread belief. Next, after that, the tank units.
That's true.
The tank units were never with the Noble Alliance. And the provincial armies, which are the Noble Alliance, cooperated together, led by Aurelia Le Guin, the former leader of the Noble Alliance military, to attack something else, the Northern War.
Yeah,
and
try and kind of bind them back together after the divide of the Civil War.
Yeah, like the Civil War is called, according to the library, it's called the October War because it was such a short thing. It's pretty canny that Osborn then immediately used that as an excuse for more military conflict to re-gel the country so fast and so effectively, and I am impressed by that.
Well, say what you want about Osborn, he's a very skilled politician.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And my God, I swear, in the Crossbell games at the famous trade conference, when you actually see the stinking meeting at the trade conference between Osborn and President Rocksmith of Calvard, Chloe is there from Liberl, and Olivert is there for some reason. And anyway, Mayor Dieter and Chairman McDowell from Crossbell are there. And Osborn seemed like he almost provoked that Declaration of Independence from Dieter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And Northumbria followed the same fate as Crossbell. The same, but not quite. It would be more accurate to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design.
Oh? You mean he provoked them too, just like David with egg? Hello, I'm evil.
Yeah, I agree, but she was fighting against Osborn, which is a good position to have, generally. In any event, that battle was a good turning point for me. The Provincial Army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern Campaign, just like that joker on the other side of the screen said, we were able to salvage it. As the Countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. But then, for some reason, I was called to be the principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed.
You hear like the pounding of footsteps and then Randy bursts in the door?
No, he's got a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not officially, but she may hunt him down and shoot him in his sleep.
No, I think she might just do it to his face. Let's be fair.
You're right. She often called him, like, his girlfriend Morale, she was like a hard ass to her men, but when she talked to Randy, she talked in a more childish, younger tone and always called him Baka Randy. For some reason, huh? In any event, tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit, but be sure to help our students out with their club decisions. Right, understood. Technically speaking, I already went and talked to all of them, so I know where they all stand. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join a club tomorrow will be forced into the Student Council! Ooh! Oh, sorry, I don't know what came over me there.
Okay, but what if they all join a club? Who's going to make up the Student Council?
Why, Mr. Schwarzer, it hasn't been that long since you graduated. Nah, if there end up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. Oh, I was serious! I'll do my best to avoid that happening. I hear you used to help Herschel with her student council work when you were students. Perhaps student council advisor would be a good position for you after all.
At last, the shoe is on the other foot!
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. I thought ever since I graduated and became an instructor that my days of finding lost cats and repairing orbital lights on the highways was over. You can see that this is a losing battle I'm fighting here. Besides, it'd be best if the students all chose a club on their own anyway, right? Well, if that's what you think, then do everything you can to help them out tomorrow. If you'd rather not be the student council advisor, that is. Schwarzer?
All right, all done here.
What are you up to here, Tilla?
Oh, I'm just doing a routine check on our school supplies. We don't have a clerk, so I just take care of it on the weekends. You know me, working myself to the bone.
And volunteering for all manner of jobs and being far too useful with all this unpaid work.
Uh-huh.
All by yourself? On the one hand, she's just as capable as ever, but somehow I kind of feel sorry for her. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Let me help you. It'll be just like old times.
It's fine. I'm already about halfway done.
Of course you are.
It seems like we've got all the supplies we could ask for, but nowhere near enough manpower.
I know, the school was so empty out there. It might be different when you get to leaves, but it's like the campus itself just looks
Far bigger than what we have.
like a barren wasteland. True. We don't even have anyone in charge of the nurse's office. Between the upcoming Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons, we're definitely going to need someone on call.
I suppose we'll all just have to take turns for the time being. I know a little bit of first aid, but...
Well, don't push yourself too much. And if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay?
Thanks, Rean. Oh, there is something I could use your help with, come to think of it.
I don't want to find a cat.
Here.
Aha! It's time to go pass out the notebooks.
Excellent.
Now in Cold Steel 1, Sarah just forgot, and so she had Rean go pass out the notebooks for all of Class 7. But now, Rean, as the teacher, has to go pass out all of the notebooks.
This too must be the choice of Steins Gate.
Yeah. Oh, are these the student notebooks for Class 7?
Yeah, they were just finished today. Sorry it took so long. Could I get you to hand these out?
I mean, I better. Yeah, of course. Out of curiosity, why did Class 7's notebooks take so long? I thought Major Michael was supposed to be in charge of preparing these.
Well, I asked him about that, and the upcoming special lessons seem to be different for each class.
Of course they are.
So each class has a slightly different notebook based on its curriculum. Class 7's notebooks were just pushed back because it has the least people in it.
I see. Well, I'll go hand these out. What are these special lessons all about? Obviously it's, the exact same as before. Field studies, etc.
Sorry for adding to your workload.
Oh, I'd feel horrible if I added to yours. No, and as their homeroom teacher, I'm the one who's supposed to pass these out. Instructor Sarah! Yeah, reference, just like they said.
You're right. This is kind of nostalgic. Well then, thanks for your help, Rean.
Just leave it to me. I hope they're still on campus, and I hope I haven't missed any special scenes by talking to Toa first. I guess I'll take a look around. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm just intimidated by silver-haired girls sitting calmly on benches.
It's a mystery.
Altina, what are you doing here? I thought you went right back to the dorm after class. Why are you here alone? Regarding tomorrow's mission during the free day, I've reached a progress block on my investigation.
Huh?
Are you talking about choosing a club? I attempted to reference documents in the library on the matter. However, that only proved to increase the possible choices. Instructor Rean, please tell me what to choose. She is so different from Milliam, it's ridiculous.
She's like the opposite of Milliam. Milliam's just like, go, 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 and she's just like, tell me what to do, tell me what to do, tell me what to do.
Even though Altina's been around before, it actually feels like this is a natural part of her development. Like, her being a student makes more sense than I feel like it did before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before, it was, why are you here? You have so much experience, but now it's, okay, this is what you need.
Right.
Also, her and Milliam are the same age, or however that works, and Milliam has graduated from high school. Sorry, Altina. I can't. Because only you can figure out what you want to do.
Oh god, independent thought.
Me? Let's make this homework. You've got all day tomorrow to decide too. You can ask other students their opinions if you need to. I can give you advice too, of course.
Not orders.
But in the end, you need to decide on your own. And I have the feeling you're going to be on the student council. conspiracies.
I guess phrasing it like a mission helps.
I do not understand the purpose, but if this is an order, then so be it. I will excuse myself now.
Is that girl flying on a robot?
Oh, Dina! Hey! Ah, well, okay.
Off she goes.
Was she pouting just now? I hope no one in town spots her writing that thing. No, I guess we'll have to explain it if necessary. Oh, I forgot to hand over her student notebook. That's convenient. Oh well, guess I'll head back too.
He's probably going to forget, and then at the dorms, he's going to hand them out.
If it's the training hall, then inside... Well, of course, it'd be Kurt.
Right.
Oh, the door's unlocked. Is someone in here? Laura? Friedel? I don't really look cool doing that, because it's just a straw dummy. Huh. Impressive stuff, Mr. Swordsman. And poof, they disappear. Instructor Schwarzer, what are you doing here? Just passing by. It's pretty exciting to see the Vander dual blade style in person. Just a pale imitation. I'm nowhere near my father and brother. There's still much for me to learn. I know you train in your dorm, but I'm still kind of surprised to find you in here after school hours. Or does this mean you're one of the lucky students who's decided on a club to join? No, not yet, I'm afraid. Though to be frank, clubs strike me as a waste of valuable time.
Makes sense.
Time I would rather use to better myself.
Well, if you look at it the way Wayne does, you can use a club to better yourself.
Well, I think the difference is Wayne does that positively. At least he appears to.
Yeah.
But Kurt, he is way too hard on himself. It's like he has a crisis of confidence that he doesn't need. And like it almost...
He's very much like Rean.
Yeah, that's a really good
He's
point.
kind of the Rean analog, sort of.
You know, I hadn't thought of it like that, but you're absolutely right. Oh, how's that? I'm here to become a better swordsman, not to distract myself with extracurriculars. And every hour I spend engaging in club activities is an hour of training lost. Like, he's so intently driven, but I don't know if he's gonna find anything like this.
He feels like the kind of person that would train and train and train just for training's sake, but not really get much out of it. Because he's approaching it with the wrong mindset.
Yeah. If I really must join a club, I'd like to join whatever takes the least amount of time and energy.
Well, if you don't join a club, you gotta be on the student council, and think how much time that'll take.
Well, that's one way to look at it. A very stoic, serious way. But trust me, joining a club is hardly a waste of time. You think it is now, but after you've had the experience of doing it, then you'll know. It might even make you a better swordsman. How do you mean? Can you provide evidence of this? I saw it happen to a friend of mine. She learned to cook and became stronger. And she was a swordsman too.
Oh, I was thinking of Margarita. Oh. Memories.
The time she spent in her clubs improved her swordsmanship in more ways than one. Take the time to find a club that'll help you grow. Really think about it. I'm not going to force you to join one or anything, but if you need some guidance, I'm here. Understood. Thank you for the advice. Now, may I continue training? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
There are plenty more straw dolls to be cut down.
I can give him his student notebook back at the dorm. Now doesn't seem like the time. Bettering my swordsmanship through club activities? I suppose slow and steady does win the race. I shall take your advice to heart, Instructor.
You know, in a way, Rean's the perfect teacher for Kurt.
he understands precisely what it is that Kurt's going through.
And in a way, Kurt's the perfect student for Rean. I think Rean can kind of see how much of himself is in Kurt and be like, I should really improve too.
That is a really good point. I suppose having a student in more ways than one could really help Rean get to where it is that he needs to be. Because
he ain't there.
It doesn't seem like he's there yet. He might be, though. Right? We don't really know. He's always been humble and self-effacing, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
Right.
It feels to me like he needs to maybe learn how to take a little more pride in himself, you know?
Yeah.
I don't mean the bad kind of pride, but the good kind.
Right.
Oh, that's...
Oh my god, Instructor Randy, stop hitting on me!
This one's on me.
Hey, like I said before, Randy and Yuna really need to talk.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
She probably thinks of him as a hero.
Probably, yeah.
But not the kind of hero that she wants to just, like, take a dump all over.
You're the best, Randy. Oh, sorry. Guess I should start calling you Instructor, huh?
I like how she does call him Randy, and apparently they know each other, huh? Outside of class or training, just Randy is fine. Any ideas for your club?
I've been talking to the other students, but I just can't make a decision. I'm hoping to choose a club that'll let me move my body.
No, not a bad idea. I feel like that'd really suit you. I mean, let's be honest, you wouldn't really fit in with a club that makes you use your head.
What do you mean by that?
Ah, that reaction, that's what I mean. Yuna and Instructor Randolph. Hey, Schwarzer, you here for a drink too? The coffee's strong.
Huh?
I wonder if she regrets not being in his class.
Maybe.
So he probably was an instructor in Crossbell after the annexation, like at the academy.
And maybe that's where they know each other?
Whether Randy was affiliated with the CGF or the CPD, it doesn't matter, it's the same academy. Well, sort of. I'm just looking around before going home. I overheard you two talking. How do you two know each other? Surely you can't say that all people in Crossbell know each other. Or was it that you were actually crazy enough to run and talk to every single person in the city and put every story of it? Don't worry, it's not some sordid, forbidden relationship. I thought about it, but decided to shoot that one down.
Of course it isn't! Why would you even say that? Ahem, Randy. I mean, Instructor Randolph and I go way back. He really helped me out a lot when I was at the CPA.
The police academy, huh? Yeah, she's like a little sister to me. Don't you see the resemblance? And who'd have guessed we'd have ourselves a little reunion here of all places. Small world, huh? I knew they were both from Crossbell, so I thought maybe, but I mean, that just seems kind of too weird. In that case, maybe Yuna knows him, too.
Probably Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, I wish you were my instructor, Randy.
I knew it! And she's saying it to Rean's face.
But no, I had to end up with this guy.
Well, sorry for bothering you. I'll get going now. Now, this is the sort of thing that Randy is actually pretty good at dealing with. The thing is, he is so easygoing and easy to get along with, and kind of easy to make fun of. Like, that's often how he would break the tension and sort of interact with people in trouble, is give them an excuse to kind of beat him up a bit. But everything just slides off him. So this is the sort of, like, mediating between two people having a spat that Nichan Randy is here to deal with. I guess I'll give her student notebook later. Oh, and if you need some help figuring out what club to join, feel free to ask me.
The only club I'm interested in is one to club you over the head with.
Even if I'm not your first pick for a homeroom instructor, I am your homeroom instructor, and I might be able to help out.
Oh, I guess I can't really stay mad at you, honestly. Fine. If I get desperate, I'll ask you.
I am sure there's a reason you ended up as her instructor. Teach her well, you hear me? Got it. Now then. Uni here's like a little sister to me, so take care of her, yeah? She's got nothing but guts and spirit. Nothing inside the head, but lots of guts and spirit. So make sure to whip her into shape.
What exactly do you mean by nothing but, Randy?
I kind of said that part out loud. So Randy would give to younger girls, like in the early teen to younger range, and Yuna apparently, but he would have met her when she was that age. He gives them pet names. Tio, he called Tiosuke.
Tiosuke?
Yeah, there isn't a meaning.
Okay.
The character Sully, he called Shuribo.
Okay.
And Kia, he called Kibo. It's like he just comes up with nicknames for people. Nobody ever really argues that much, but he is completely consistent in it. But it really helps establish him as, like, the older brother type.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't see how you could possibly not like Randy Orlando.
Gina! It's nice to see you, Instructor Rean.
Oh, you're Gina, right? Thank you for always making food for everyone. Your family runs a tavern in Leeds, right?
Yes, I'm Barney's daughter. I saw some help wanted ads, so I decided to come help. Everyone is so nice. I'm having a great time here.
I'm glad to hear it.
Instructor Rean, I see you around here a lot during lunch, but what do you do for dinner?
They make food at the dorms. Besides, I can cook. I've actually got a lot of experience with it.
Where's your notebook?
Please give one to me. If I can make it in time, I have that. But if I'm late, then, like I said, I'll cook something for myself.
I see, so you can cook too.
Though it can be troublesome at times, especially when I just try to make a hamburger and instead somehow turn it into like a flaming fireball projectile. But...
perilous meatballs.
Or maybe some sort of strangely colored liquid. Don't know how you turn meat into liquid, unintentionally, but there you go. I always end up making the same thing.
That's not good in terms of nutritional balance. I know, would you like this cooking notebook?
Yes!
A recipe book, sorry. There are recipes for the food that the cafeteria recommends.
I don't care if the cafeteria recommends it or not. I am gonna cook the food that I want to cook. Chunky potato salad! Ingredients too. Hey, since this is the beginning of the game and I don't have access to money or an ability to grind for it, this is 3 free meals. Huge mirror value. Hey, thanks, you didn't have to do all this.
It's no problem. Where would this school be without its instructors? Plus, it would make me really happy if you got inspired to cook more.
Understood. I'll do my best.
I'm no doubt going to be one of the other people you turn in recipes to.
I don't know, it might be, what was her name? The girl from Ulster? Huh?
Sandy. I think it was Sandy.
The hangar for the soldats. I feel at home already. Makes me kind of tear up. No, I'm making fun of myself, but yeah, I like robots.
You may have noticed.
Oh, I see. So the Panzer Soldat hangar is part of the research building. Poor Valimar, he doesn't really have anybody to talk to. I wonder if for Valimar this is like looking at a bunch of stuffed animals.
Oh god, I hadn't even considered that. That must be so weird.
I see Professor Schmidt and Valimar at the far end. Then, lined up along the wall are...
Whoa! Owie! Oh, I made a mess.
Are you okay? Oh, wait, you're... Tita Russell!
Oh, Instructor Schwarzer? Thank you so much for helping pick everything up.
Don't mention it. We haven't talked since we met on the train, have we?
Oh, you're right.
My name's Tita Russell. I'm in Class 9, Military Finance. Nice to meet you again, Instructor Schwarzer.
Likewise. You helped navigate us through the keep the other day, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry you all had to be dropped into a place like that.
No need to apologize. That was definitely the professor's fault.
I'm standing right over here.
I noticed that you didn't deny it.
Why would I?
You've been here 2 weeks now. Are you getting used to life in Erebonia yet?
Yes, very much so. All my classmates are so nice, too. Right now, I'm prepping the Panzer Soldats for the training exercises.
Oh, is that so? Well, thanks for working on that so soon. So I guess these are Draken 2s, huh? They actually do look a lot better than the original Drakens. Also, in terms of general characteristics, Soldats have exceptionally long arms.
Oh, it's no problem at all. I've been looking forward to seeing the Empire's famous humanoid weapons. You know, I made one back in Liberl.
It was very small, but still. Like, that was the very first thing I thought, that they are kind of similar to Nightmare frames from Code Geass. Mainly because of, like, their general design characteristics and their, like, the rollers on their feet. But then that they have the gorilla arms. Now,
They do kind of have long arms, don't they?
Yeah, like the arms go down past their knees, which and proportionally they're bigger. Which when you compare it to like other types of robots in other things, it's kind of unusual.
And now that I can finally get a good look at them, I'm blown away by how amazing the technology is.
I know, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you for noticing. ZCF was also researching bipedal machinery, but the Soldat's design philosophy is so different, it's really eye-opening.
Yeah, there's basically no comparison at all between her orbital gear and a Soldat. ZCF stands for Zeiss Central Factory, right? It's a famous workshop in Liberl, if I recall correctly. I remember you're from Liberl, but are you related to the ZCF somehow?
You could say that, yes. It's because I'm involved with them that I was able to become an exchange student here. Involved with them, if that's how you want to put it. How much longer will I need to wait for my blueprints and tools?
I am having a human conversation! You are gonna deal with the fact that there is a human that is being spoken with!
Oh, sorry.
What you said before. What did you mean by that, Professor Schmidt?
Just that the responsibility of looking after her was forced on me by one of my fellow disciples.
Yeah, Albert Russell.
I'm not a baby Schmitter.
I'm glad you don't Schmidt babies, sir. Wait, fellow disciples? That means... I knew the name Russell sounded familiar, but I thought that a name like that... You know, there might be other Russell families?
That's right. Professor Russell is my grandfather.
And her mother, Erica Russell, is also a well-known researcher and completely insane. And her father, Dan Russell, is a totally, thoroughly normal human being who has probably kept Erica from being killed by someone somewhere.
Or killing someone.
That as well.
But I'm still just an apprentice myself.
Don't underrate yourself.
Well, let's see. Let's use this opportunity to see your ability to improvise. Huh? Schwarzer, do you have the sepets you got from the operation test the other day? Give it to this girl and have her make a quartz with it.
Oh, I see.
It's time for a tutorial. You're welcome.
No, that's fantastic. So that means Tita is the one who's actually providing your quartz, huh?
That's awesome.
That's so sudden. Don't you think she needs to get ready first?
It's okay. I got this. As a technician, I need to have these kinds of support skills.
Are you sure? Well, then here you go.
Yes, of course. Go and have the girl make you a quartz already. Why are you talking to me?
Specifically to waste your time.
How did I get so lucky?
Dum-de-dum-dum.
Hey, where are you going? Have the girl make a quartz. I will not allow you to run around my workshop unfettered.
Urgh. Tyr, thank you very much. I really, really, really needed this before. I mean, I also really need to open more slots, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, we haven't gotten to that yet. Oh, good. You can get out of my hangar then. Yes, Instructor Rean.
Thanks. The way she acts reminds me of George. Is it just a technician thing, or...?
Looks like only the bare minimum of preparations have been completed. Enough time has been wasted on useless talk. Stop shooting the Schmidt and get back to maintenance work, disciple candidate.
Hey, if you want her to do more than the bare minimum, why don't you pass over like 5,000 times, Sepith, and let's see if Tita can make a bunch of Action 3 and Action 4s.
I wasn't born yesterday, Schwarzer.
Dang it!
Yes, goodbye now.
Yeah, goodbye and good luck.
I like Tita.
I know we say that every time, but
We do.
there's a reason for that. Professor A. Russell, like Professor G. Schmidt, is one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples. The other one is L. Hamilton, presumably in Calvert. I had heard the name before, but she's his granddaughter, huh? Professor Schmidt's disciple candidate, huh? She's gonna have a hard time.
Are
Anyway.
you still here?
Anyway, we have 4 of the latest Panzer Soldat models here. While I'm here, I better go talk to Valimar. I can always use him as an excuse to keep the professor from kicking me out. Then there's a Hector Mark II.
Oh.
I wonder if someone's actually gonna get a Hector.
Yeah, you don't have enough Sepith.
No!
It's not going to be any different for the others. Rean. Our class is done for the day.
Yeah, somehow. My students all have their quirks, but I guess that just makes teaching all the more fun.
I'm glad to hear it. But please be sure you're able to rest. It will be a waste if you push yourself to the point of exhaustion.
Got it. I'll be sure to get some rest in. Thanks, Valimar.
By the way, Meister candidate Tita is overworking herself.
Meister, huh?
Meister!
Well,
yeah!
Just like Meister Jorg Rosenberg. Jorg Rosenberg runs a doll studio on the outskirts of Crossbell City. He also provides equipment to Archonshell, like stage equipment. Doesn't really like people. And that actually is one of the freaking 13 factories of Ouroboros. The guy is not a bad guy, but he is the person who makes most of the archaisms that you fought throughout the series. Anyway, that was the first time I ever heard Meister. He's called Meister Jorg.
Interesting that he would use the term, huh?
It's a term that's been around for a long time, which is sort of the point. You know, this stuff is like pre-Great Collapse era.
Huh.
I actually have some more about the Orbital Revolution and technology and the Septian Church and Ouroboros, but now is not the time for that.
Some time now, she's been handling all the maintenance around here herself. She's likely to exhaust herself if she continues like this. It would be nice to have another Meister candidate help her out.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Don't know what Rean can do about that, though.
Well, you see, when we run into George later, he can help her out. That's how it work, right?
Meister candidate indeed.
Well, if it ain't Instructor Schwarzer.
Wondering where he was.
He's from combat tactics.
Ash and Musse were the 2 people we never found.
That's true.
Seeing you work so hard's really inspirational, you know?
Carbide, what an interesting name.
Ash Carbide. I'm in Class 8, Combat Tactics. Looked like you were really going out of your way to help all us students. You're just a stand-up guy, ain't you?
He is hard to read. On the one hand, you just assume that he's actually kind of picking a fight, but on the other hand, what if he isn't?
Hard to tell?
Yeah, I agree.
Guess I should have expected that from you. After all, you are a national hero, Ashen Chevalier.
I'm just a new instructor who's fresh out of school himself.
No. Do not show weakness, all right? Or he'll eat you alive. Kurt stood up to him, and it turned out great.
Right.
But you're a teacher. You cannot back down from a kid who's acting like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Ash is a great guy. This will all get worked out. But the thing you better do is not start some sort of teacher-student feud, especially because it could get physical.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard about you from Instructor Randolph. Sounds like you've got some pretty impressive skills. It's good to meet you, Ash. I'm sure I'll see you in some of my classes and during training exercises.
Yeah, sure thing. By the way, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. How's it feel, flying around in your big gray doll, being the government's lapdog?
Well...
Come on, Rean. I know it doesn't feel good.
Stand up for yourself.
Pardon me.
And here she comes, swooping in to defuse the situation.
And now she's gonna start flirting.
One of the girls from military finance.
Her again.
Hello, Ash from Class 8. Instructor Rean.
It does appear as though her timing is not coincidental.
Especially the last time she showed up to defuse the situation too. Although
You two seem to be having so much fun chatting, I couldn't help wanting to join in.
Either that or she's stalking Ash.
one of the two.
I was just about to leave.
Yeah, this was quite on purpose.
Makes me suspicious of her. But you have to be suspicious of everyone in the Trails game.
I'm looking forward to Panzer Soldat training next week. How about you?
Well, I am now.
Yeah, he's just looking for an excuse to beat up Rean.
Good luck with that, kid.
What does he mean by that?
Now, as for why, any motivations, who the heck knows?
There's any number of things he could be hyper fixated on.
And it could be that he might even have some actual justification, but he's got to learn his place.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear. Did I interrupt something?
I guess I've got Instructor Rean all to myself.
Yes, you did interrupt something, and it's really a good thing you did. And it was also quite intentional.
Oh, no, not at all. You're from military finance, right?
Hey, Ash? I, can't help but notice you were walking in place. That is an impressive foot-slipping moonwalk-esque tactic.
This is as far as the map is rendered.
What? Rendered?
Can the camera pan to the left a little more so I can non-ceremoniously vanish?
No. Egret, that's your last name. Musse Egret.
That's right. I'm Musse Egret from Class 9.
And, she's got a crush on teacher.
Do you remember me? I'm in your 4th period history lessons.
Yeah, I remember.
She is, in fact, hot for teacher.
I've heard about you from Instructor Toa, too. We're not that far into the school year, but it's already clear you're an outstanding student.
You're making me blush.
Laying it on thick, huh?
To tell the truth, I've heard rumors about you as well, Instructor.
She's got confidence.
I've always thought it would make me so happy if I could get to know you better.
Run away! Okay, if you're a teacher and your student says this to you, get the F out!
I see. Well, I'd recommend taking those rumors with a grain of salt.
Oh, I don't mean all that gossip about the Ashen Chevalier. The rumors I've heard are about the old Class 7, your sister, and even the princess.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Who's going to die next?
What?
Well, I should be going now. Good day, Instructor Rean.
Is she like a harem romance otaku or something?
Probably, yeah. You know, I bet she also indulges in that particular pastime of the noble women.
I hope we have a lovely school year together.
Oh my god! She views him as prey! Just like Ash! Ash Carbide from Combat Tactics and Musse Egret from Military Finance. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel an intense killing intent from both of them. Between those two in Class 7, it's gonna be quite a year. That was kind of awesome, but still.
Good God.
So, do we get to explore leaves? Nope, go straight to the dorm and we'll do leaves on another day. Which is the right call for pacing.
Right. You got the free day after all.
Well, they don't want to dump too much of this type of stuff at once. Considering that this is game number 8 in a series like this, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Except during the anniversary festival in Zero, but... I'm sorry, I resented that because I talked to all the NPCs, and that was too much. It was like 1 full week of at least 2 updates per day throughout the entire effing state of Crossbell.
Oh my god!
The whole place. And there are more people there than usual because of tourism. And it wasn't worth it. It was worth it in every other time, but not then. But you don't know if it's worth it or not until you've done it. So, anyway. We're 2 weeks in now. History and combat training classes have been going well. But next week we have Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons. I should be all set for today, but I'd better go over everything again tomorrow, just in case. Those 3 are probably back at the dorm by now. I couldn't get their notebooks to them at school, so I should at least try to hand them over by the end of the day, i.e. now. I should also help out any students struggling to find a club.
And I should avoid Musse at every opportunity.
Fortunately, Musse is in class 9. Well, wonder what Kurt did in terms of a club. This is Principal Le Guin's room. Every time I went over to anybody else's door, I was like, I cannot disturb them, or I don't know them, so I shouldn't show up out of the blue because that's weird. Except for Toa, of course, but the principal, I suppose I might go on inside. I talked to her after school, so I guess I won't go inside because there's no need to pester her now. Schwarzer, is that you outside there, you creeper, you? If you're just going to stand there drooling or something, you may as well come in. You got me. Probably on the drooling, too. I suppose it's no use trying to hide from the Golden Rakshasa. She can probably sense other people better than I can.
That is a huge sword.
Oh, wow. It's much bigger in here than the other rooms.
Yeah, I know. Your sword's not as big as hers.
That wasn't what I was talking about, Billy.
Oh.
Though considering this is a countess's room, I'm actually a little surprised how Spartan it is in here. A noble of Arabonia should be stalwart and vigilant. Any more luxury than this, and I'd go soft. This much is fine, though. In fact, it's my opinion that the main campus dorms are a bit too luxurious. Oh, I hear they are reviewing how they sort out the dormitories over there. Yeah, I've heard that too. We never got to go in the Noble's dorm, after all.
That's true.
Principal, are you... Yes, I suppose I never told you, but I too am a graduate from Thor's main campus, so that makes us fellow alumni. Oh, seriously? So many big names graduated from Thor's.
That's why it has the reputation it does.
And now it's changing. Major Claire, Prince Olivert, and even him. Seeing as you're my dear little junior alumnus, feel free to come visit me anytime. Thanks?
I say this after talking to you about my plan to have a lot of babies. Run, Rean, run.
Why? Very Spartan. Lion statues.
I keep seeing those radios and thinking they're treasure chests.
I was just thinking about the radios, how it's kind of sad there's nothing to listen to anymore.
There might be.
Yeah, maybe Monk has a show. It's also possible that at some point, like, the radio will turn on and quote-unquote Misty will be talking.
Yeah.
Okay, Kurt is with Sydney.
Who's the pervert? The lazy pervert.
There he is. Talented, but doesn't like hard work and wants to hit on girls. This is Kurt's room. I think he's rooming with a kid from Class 8, Sydney, like those guys were just talking about. Coming, just a sec.
Oh, Instructor Schwarzer?
Oh, you're Sydney, right? Is Kurt in?
Yeah, he just got back in a few minutes ago. Hey, sport, you gotta guess.
How about we don't make that my nickname? I'm coming. It's rather late. Did you need something? Actually, you're the one who needs something. I wanted to make sure you got this by the end of the day. Oh yes, I remember hearing Class 7 student notebooks were late. Thank you very much. But I have to wonder, why didn't you just give us these when we were still on campus? Sorry, I had some trouble finding the time earlier. But did you just get back now? Were you training the whole time?
Potential event flag, mix-up, you know how it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's great you're such a hard worker, but be sure not to overexert yourself. No need to worry. I know my limits. If anyone needs that advice, it's you, Instructor. I understand you're busy, but you'd be well served taking some time to hone your 8 leaves, 1 blade techniques. Thanks for the advice. You're absolutely right, though. I do need to make some more time for it. Sorry to bother you so late. I hope your free day tomorrow treats you well. Yes, good night. Get out of my room.
He didn't go in the room.
Next up are Yuna and Altina. Their room should be that way. Guess I'll head over. This is Yuna and Altina's room. Man, I really want to take a good look at these pictures.
I guess this is okay. I hope they aren't too lonely without me.
Writing a letter to her family. Yuna, Altina, you in?
Well, huh? Be right there.
Your teacher's coming to intrude on you in your room. Oh, Altina's not here? I wanted to talk to both of you.
She went off downstairs earlier. So did you need something?
Right, I needed to give you this.
Oh yeah, I heard we'd be getting ours late. But couldn't you have just given them to us tomorrow at school?
I like how Kurt's like, you could have given them to us today, and Yuna's like, you could have given them to us tomorrow. Meanwhile, the cat is attacking objects in the room because it's cold and wet outside, and so he's restless.
Poor thing.
Well, if one of us suddenly screams and a spurt of blood appears on the screen, that's what it is.
I'd be really surprised at how that works. I mean, isn't it kind of sleazy for a male teacher to be dropping in on his female student's room in the middle of the night?
Take your frickin' notebook!
I did! Why are you still here?
Well, I figured since tomorrow's a free day, it'd be better for you all to get these today. You know, that way your teacher doesn't have to bug you on your day off, but when you put it like that, maybe I should have waited. Were you in the middle of writing something? Sorry to interrupt.
No, I just like to hold a pen. I mean, how did you...
You don't gotta be Crossbell Batman to figure out that...
I was just going over my notes from today.
Incidentally, Lloyd Banning's the main character of the Crossbell games. I am so impressed with him. I ended up calling him Crossbell Batman due to his amazing ability to figure out what's going on and how he's essentially the smartest main character that I think I've seen. So if I ever refer to Batman or something like that, that's what that's about. I don't think Lloyd's in this game, but I could be wrong.
I'm not going to lose to some Erebonian when it comes to studying.
Are you sure you weren't writing a letter to your family? Oh, well, I'm glad to see you're so serious about school. I'm sure tomorrow will be busy for you, but be sure to give it everything you've got.
I don't need a reminder. I give everything my all. Did you need me to give Altina her notebook too?
No, that's okay. This is my job. I'll go give it to her myself. Maybe she'll be slightly nicer to me. Thanks, and sorry to disturb you. Good night, Yuna. Rean is just so hated.
Thanks for taking the time to bring it to me. See you tomorrow.
Oh?
I'll shut the door with my telekinetic powers.
Wow, that's impressive! She actually is very considerate. Anyway, Altina's the final one. She should be on the first floor, but I suppose I'll go look for her. I actually really like Eunice so far.
Me too.
It just makes a big impression on me that she, although she's so gripey and quick to jump to, well, judgment.
She's not unfair?
Yeah, that's exactly the right way to put it, yeah. She realizes when she's actually been behaving badly and is being unfair, and so she's like, okay, sorry. But she makes a point to do it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom.
There's a special event in the bathroom?
Oh yeah, this is where the men's bath is. It's pretty spacious considering it's split between boys and girls. I've got some time now, so maybe I'll wash up a bit.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things, like you could have washroom events to build up, like, those points.
Huh. Well, I'm suspicious, so I'm going to save and not do it yet. Billy?
Why, hello there, Instructor Rean.
I'm afraid.
Does the plan sound okay to you, Maya?
Yeah, I've got no problems with it. See you tomorrow.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Huh. I wonder what sort of evil deeds they're plotting.
Well, we know that she uses a gun, too.
Oh, Instructor Rean.
Eavesdropping? Oh, you're so naughty.
Look, the attention and flirting is nice, except for teacher-student.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. You're jailbait. Don't you understand this? You were talking about your club, right? How's that going?
Very well. All thanks to your tender loving care, Instructor Rean.
I didn't help out quite that much. I'm just being supportive. Talking to her always throws me for a loop. When I walk away, I can't help but shake the feeling she's going to pounce on my back.
We plan on holding our sessions on campus. You should come and watch, Instructor. If the timing is right, I just might be able to show you a bit of hospitality.
Yeah, sure! Just what kind of club are they planning? The Throw Rean in Jail Club?
It's a very niche audience.
A free day and club activities. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I will not tell you what the club is going to be.
The Throw Rean in Jail Club.
I'm not really sure I should be talking to you, but I'll look at what you're, and we call this reading.
Yeah, we do.
That's some voice you got there.
I can't help it. I'm blonde, a punk, hot-headed, and I wield a heavy weapon. Of course I'm using this voice. It's highly marketable. Hey, we're the Phantom Thieves! We're the Phantom Thieves!
I feel as though there's something I'm not quite getting, but okay.
Sup, Mr. Hero?
What's that, magazine you've got there?
Art.
Wait a second. Is this...
Full of a bunch of babes in swimsuits? You got a problem with that?
I better confiscate this.
Hey!
Well, no, I'm not going to say you can't read those, especially because, they're wearing swimsuits, but why don't you do it in your own room instead of around all these people?
Ah, I see. Can't go around scarring all the poor little kiddos, is that it?
Look, it's a bathing suit! Woo! I mean, that's not the problem.
You're a real gentleman, Mr. Chevalier.
Oh, good grief. Anyway, have you decided on a club yet?
Nah, I'll get around to it later.
Maybe the Read Magazine's club?
Ooh. Don't worry. No way am I gonna be stuck on the student council. Gotta hit the hay now. Night.
Yeah, don't, stay up too late.
I catch what you're saying.
Something about the look in his eyes, I just feel slightly uneasy. Like as soon as I turn and walk away, he's gonna pounce on me. Alright, I'm suspicious of these bathhouse events, but let's give it a shot. Like bathing on specific days triggers a specific scene or something.
Take your glasses off in the bathroom.
You know what? You're right. There, Billy. You happy?
Yes.
Man, this is pretty luxurious. Being in a bath. But I guess this is just heated well water as opposed to the natural hot springs in Ymir.
Don't be such a snob.
Even so, I never would have guessed a dorm would have such a nice bath. Ha ha! Agreed, says person.
Ah!
Oh, Instructor Randolph. Hey, Schwarzer. Hope I'm not bothering you. Oh, it's no problem. Wow, he's built like a truck. Or a refrigerator. Man, brand spanking new campus, dorms in a mansion, fancy baths. Erebonia is one ritzy place, for sure. Well, I think the branch campus here is a bit of an exception. Not even the main campus had a bath like this, when I was a student anyway. I did hear they made some modifications this year. Oh, yeah? Looks like you really work out, but what's the story with that monster scar on your chest?
Yeah.
Right. I actually don't even know when I got it. It's been there as long as I can remember. It doesn't hurt or anything either.
What? Hold on. Wasn't that from when he protected Elise from that monster? And the first time he sort of activated his ogre mode?
Yes, but we don't really know that for sure, TM.
Okay. I guess that's just what we assumed.
Which, I mean, it's correct. It's got to be correct. But, he really has extremely hazy memories of this.
That's true.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I shouldn't talk about other people's scars when I've got plenty of my own. Now that you mention it. You do have quite a few scars, don't you? Not to mention a really nice build.
Why is the spirit of Dorothy infecting this place?
Well, I just want to point out that there's a similar sort of scene in the Crossbell games. Well, I am an ex-Jaeger. Those things kind of come with the backstory. Oh, Oh, whoops, my bad. Gotta watch my manners. But you know about my past anyway, don't you? Yeah, I won't deny it. I got some basic info from the intelligence division, so I don't know the little details, but... Oh, that's so. Well, I shouldn't be in here too long. I think I'll head out now. Oh, me too. Steaming people! Actually, this makes me want to take a bath.
Well, not right now, we're recording.
Well, yeah, but the steam makes me be like, man, it's cold outside, and that's some nice-looking steam.
God, no, I want to too.
That felt good. Schwarzer, here, it's on me. Some milk or something. I told you! Oh, nice and cold, ain't it? I had it in the fridge. This is my way of saying sorry for my bad manners earlier. Got it. Thanks. Well then, see ya. Well, okay, it's like kind of normal to drink cold milk after...
No, I know that.
Okay.
I just meant he's trailing steam as he walked off.
Okay, now we know how this works. Awkward discussions with other people in the bath.
Drinking milk.
Oh, so that's where you've been. Instructor Rean, do you need something? Yep, I need to give you this. Student notebook received. There are many blank pages. What is their purpose? You can use those pages however you like.
It's just a notebook.
For notes in class, your club schedules, even as a diary. Whatever you decide works best for you. What I decide is best for me.
Error does not compute.
Thinks to self. Why does he always have to give me such complicated orders? Are you all right? I'm just a little tired. This thinking for yourself thing is emotionally exhausting.
Independence is tiring.
I wasn't aware educational institutions required so many decisions to be made on a daily basis. I'm starting to think I had an easier time back when I only went on missions. Is that so? Like I said after school, if you need some help deciding your club, let me know. I'll be there to back you up so you can make your decision at your own pace. at my own pace. I'll try.
Poor thing.
I know, parental feelings increasing. Well, that takes care of all the student notebooks. We should head back to my room before it gets too late. Because this episode must end.
It must.
I will investigate the potential options tomorrow, unless I am crushed by the never-ending ennui of life.
That girl needs to chill.
Says the man who only wants to beat up Rean in a robot.
That's a respectable goal, and you know it.
Well, yeah, I won't deny it. I suspect more cutscenes are going to show up on the way to bed and upon waking up, so...
Now's a good time to stop.
While the night may not yet be over...
The episode is.
What he said.
Why, hello, Rean. Come on in. Good evening, Rean. Patrolling the dorms, I take it?
Yeah, more or less. I didn't mean to intrude, sorry.
Oh, not at all. I'm glad to have your company.
The feeling's mutual. Oh, this is kind of awkward now. Oh, that reminds me. Do you have any plans tomorrow, Toa?
Well, in the afternoon, I'll probably be in the Academy's medical office. On the off chance something happens to one of the students, I want to be on standby.
That's really considerate of you, but I'm happy to fill in for you if you want to, have a day off.
Absolutely not. I've got it covered. Besides, Rean, you've been on your feet for the past 2 weeks. If you're not working on campus, you're patrolling the dorms. Take some time to yourself. Relax a little. Maybe finally check out leaves. You workaholic?
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Doesn't that mean I know?
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that. The town is still pretty much a mystery to me.
Sounds like your plans for tomorrow are all sorted out. Still, if you do need me tomorrow, you can find me holding down the fort in the medical office.
You bet, Toa. And thanks for always looking out for me.
All right, I'm going to train my muscles hard today. But I do have swimming club tomorrow, so I shouldn't train too hard. Oh, is that Kyrie from military finance over there? Is he interested in weight training too? It's kind of rude of me to think this, but I find it unexpected.
All right, man, do not give up.
I heard I could become manlier by studying Eastern culture.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
To be honest, I'm kind of skeptical.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll just have to give it a shot. Wow, there's a lot of exercise equipment here.
You would become manlier if you messed with it, like a lot.
If I train with these, I could grow to be a proud Erebonian man.
I'm a proud Erebonian man.
I have faith in you. Do it. It seems like most people have already decided on a club. I have a few ideas myself, but... Are you still looking for more members? I can always help you out if you'd like. Thank you. But I still have tomorrow, so I'll try to handle it on my own. I was thinking maybe a literature club?
Oh God, no!
I see, that's admirable of you. That being said, I think most of the girls have already decided, so that means I'll have to talk to the boys. I can do this.
Bridget! Or Louise.
Bridget? That's rather someone different. Bathing feels so nice. Are you bathing soon, Instructor Randolph?
Not something I'm going to talk to a female student about.
Instructor Randolph?
Oh!
She doesn't have her glasses on, so... Instructor Randolph?
Is she colorblind too?
Oh, you're not? Principal Le Guin! Oh, you're Instructor Rean. Don't scare me like that. It's scarier that you mistook me for Instructor Randolph. Don't you usually wear glasses? I try to keep them off when I'm not at school so I don't damage my eyes too much. But for some reason I keep hurting my nose when I run into walls and doors. It's fun not seeing things too clearly sometimes. It's really exciting. Aren't you like that too? Don't tell anybody, but these glasses are fake. Anyway, can you see without your glasses?
I think she's already established that.
Of course. I haven't mistaken an object for a person yet. So of course I can see. Huh. That is hard to believe.
What are you talking about? I'm having a great conversation with, Pablo here.
Well, sometimes I talk to an object for a while before realizing it's not a person. But that doesn't mean I mistook it for a person. But that happens to everyone, right?
Sure thing, sweetie.
Okay. Despite being extremely nearsighted, she sometimes doesn't wear her glasses. Claims she can still recognize people.
You finally decide on something?
Yes, we're going to try it out tomorrow and see how it goes. How's your club coming? From the sound of it, you found a few members.
Yep, sure did. Hey again, Instructor Rean.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. But it seems like you were both able to decide on a club, huh? Yes, we were.
We're going to be starting tomorrow. Want to come watch?
Sure thing. If I have some time, I'll stop by. I'm sure your experiences in your clubs will end up being an important part of your school life. So make sure you get plenty of rest for tomorrow.
You got it.
Understood. It's gonna take us a while to really get to know these people.
That's half the fun.
Didn't think it'd be this hard to gather people for the train club. Who else are the lads, can I ask? Who else remains?
You can ask one of the girls. They might like trains.
Ash already told me to bolt when I asked him. What about you, Instructor? Do you not like trains? This is gonna be so fun, Tita.
I agree.
Have you two figured out your club? Yep, we decided to form the cooking club together. Oh, the cooking club, huh? The same club Nicholas, Margarita, and Milliam were part of back in the day. Of course, only Nicholas could actually cook. Milliam could eat, and Margarita, well...
Margarita could hunt for husbands.
Yes. Now that I think about it, you two are the ones who always volunteer to buy the food, huh? I guess cooking club would be a good fit for you. What got you interested in cooking? Well, my family owns a tavern, so I grew up with cooking.
My parents were off traveling a lot when I was younger, so I cooked for myself a lot, and probably my grandpa.
I get the feeling that's not the whole story, Tita.
I like Sandy's serious eyebrows.
Yeah, she does kind of have serious eyebrows, doesn't she? Are you sure there's not someone you plan on learning how to cook for? I said, it seems to me like there's someone special you want to cook for.
Sandy? I mean, why do you think that?
Well, I'm sure you'll have a good time together. How old again is this person? Older than me? Oh my God! I'm glad you were able to decide on a club. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you make. Stop by sometime and we'll be happy to share.
And you did say Sandy was probably the one you'd be turning in the dishes to.
It made sense to me, and it makes more sense now.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
I'm sure Tita has lots of experience turning funny monster parts into food. I cook often as it is, but I'll need to really challenge myself if I'm going to make it a club. Yeah, the facial expressions are really pretty good. Northumbrian food, Eastern food, Nord food. I want to try them all. I need to ask Tita about Liberlian food.